You're listening to Flawda Girls Diaries, Episode 6. They say this story comes from the pages of a Flawda Girl's diary. It may be a girl I know. Maybe she's me. Maybe she ain't. Is it true? Almost entirely. Thursday, February 22nd, 2018, 11:43 p.m. Sliding from Tampa, yeah, bitch, I'm a country bammer. Say it louder, ho, and you'll be toothless. I got bangers. If you want these 7 digits, 7 stacks will make me give it. If you want this coochie, nigga, it's gonna cost you all that glory. Holy moly, oh lordy. That BBC is standing for me. Now he begging me to taste it, but my time ain't gonna be wasted. Make me laugh, make me come, but don't ever get complacent. Niggas always need replacing. They don't get it. I ain't basic. When you grab that Uzi, I start oozing. Blast this pussy, make me wanna shoot, better, shoot better, shoot better, better. Friday, February 23rd, 2018, 3:03 p.m. It's my birthday, bitch! And I'm bringing 25 in with a whole new demeanor. I'm not playing with these hoes from here on out. Now that I'm officially a solo artist, I'm gonna document my journey in writing for my memoir. Somebody gonna wanna publish this bitch. And if not, I will. I think Miss Flawda gonna be my official stage name. Our group was called Flawda Girls, but we only had a few singles and one song that hit the radio. I'm halfway finished recording my solo mixtape, and my manager, Bean, keeps asking me what my name gonna be. She was our group manager and the only other person doing the work, so I let her come along for the ride. But bitch better have my money and other things in order. I'm not playing these games this time around. Contracts will make sense, and if they don't, we gonna make it make sense. Period. I think I'm gonna go with Miss Flawda, 'cause I got pageant-level poise and street-level vigor. I like that word. Been studying the dictionary every day to build my vocabulary. I need to know every word in that mug. I got an interview tonight before my show, and one of the questions they keep asking me is why I started rapping. I find myself rambling too damn much, and I need to get the answer short and sweet. For one, my babies, my daughters, 6 and 7. I gotta set an example for them. And for 2, ever since I saw the Salt and Pepper music video shoot, I knew I was gonna do that for the rest of my life. Since getting out of juvie and getting my girls in school, I've been focused, hitting the ground running. Ain't nothing slowing me up. The progress is slower than I'd like, but I ain't slanging or stripping, and the bills is paid, so I got a lot to be grateful for. Headed to Miami tomorrow for my first music video shoot, and then I have a show that night, which should be lit as hell. Never been to Miami before, so I'm excited to see if the hype is real. That's the mecca of music in Florida, so hopefully this will lead to some dope collabs. I want to get nothing but Flawda girls to feature on my songs. I have a few songs that could use some collabs, so hopefully Bean makes it happen. I already told her ass I want features with the City Girls and Trina for sure. I'm gonna manifest this shit. I can already see it happening. I can see my song on the Billboard chart soon. So she might as well get to introducing me now and slide a few tracks their way. If she don't, I'll find a way. Might need to pull up on these niggas at their shows or at their club appearances and get my song played while they're there. That's actually not a bad idea. I'm gonna have to tell Bean. And if one of them is at my show, I'll approach them myself. I don't care. We got like a 4 to 5 hour drive, so I gotta get some rest tonight. I'm a little nervous about this show. I've been studying some dance moves, watching other female rapper videos, but my ass ain't fat like a lot of theirs, so it ain't bouncing like it should. I need another move. I like doing body rolls, so I might do that. I probably just need a twerk coach. I can clap my ass a bit, but I can't do that for 15 minutes. I can't wait till I have enough bank to get some real background dancers. That's when the show gonna look legit. Right now, my cousins just hop on stage with me and try their best. I'm performing at the Cotton Club. My cousin TT coming to get the kids around 7 o'clock, so I need to pack their bags, toys, and snacks for the weekend. Then I gotta go and get ready. I gotta do my makeup, then slip on my bedazzled fit for tonight. I'm going all glitter and sequins, Donna Summer style. I don't want a nigga to miss me. Gotta shine like a fucking diamond in that bitch. Saturday, February 24th, 2018, 6 o'clock a.m. Just landed in MIA. We decided to leave right after the show last night, and baby, we had a time. I'm gonna take a nap and then probably get some food. I hear Miami got the best Caribbean food. Then I gotta go shopping for my music video. I'm so excited. This shoot sample for my first single is gonna have people going crazy. I already know. And I freestyle the whole song. I'm on my Beam Me Up Scotty shit. 20 tracks, raw energy. Bean got me a session with a big Miami producer. So after the video, we're gonna see if we can cook up a few more tracks for the mixtape. I'll put 50 songs on that bitch if they hittin'. I feel like I just need to flood the internet with my music. I need so much music on that bitch, it's impossible to ignore me. I want these niggas sick of me. Sunday, February 25th, 2018, 1:43 a.m. 25 fine, like wine, we gon' dine on your dime. Miss Flawda, one of a kind. If you wanna rock with me, you better rock the Zion. California king, the only way I dream, the only way to sling. Oh, you sippin' lean? Just give me Remy. I gotta keep this pussy clean. Now give me Henny, cause then I'ma blame it on the alcohol. I ain't a simpleton. I won't ever fall in. If you fuck me good, you won't recall. I know this pussy good, cause he won't stop calling. 1:57 a.m. Yo, I have never been nervous in the studio before. Trying to write these lyrics and my hands is shaking. I think I'm on a high from today. The music video shoot, which I still need to journal about. My show at Funky Nuts was too litty, especially when Bean brought out the birthday cake and sparklers for a real bitch. And now I'm in the stew with a hit-making producer in Miami. He fine as fuck, too. He was already at it with the flirtation. I know I'm a bad bitch, so it's to be expected. I'd let him fuck if Bean's ass wasn't sitting under us. Freak hoes have more fun. I don't know. We'll see how the night goes. If the track gets me wet when it's done, I might have to sit on it. 2:15 a.m. I'm done writing. I'ma just jump in the booth and put these nerves to use. I'm high as fuck, too. I can't even write until I spark one up. It's my ritual. But I forgot I was already high as hell from the show. The room was full of smoke, and I be breathing deeply when I'm rapping. I'ma freestyle the rest. Let go. 3:30 p.m. On the road again, back to Tampa, where I reside. I hope I can make it home in time to tuck my babies in. They got school tomorrow. If not, I'll be there to drive them in the morning. If I don't, they gonna be mad at me. And I can't have my girls upset. I'm just trying to make a living for us, and I'm doing that shit. Being speeding her ass off because she knows how I feel about being home on time. This weekend was litty as fuck. I don't even know where to start. Okay, so my music video shoot was too real. I cried as soon as I got on set. Seeing the background dancers dressed the way I wanted, and the cameras and the lights, my wardrobe, my hair. Oh my God, I looked like a star. Me and the girls might have to take our talents to the MIA permanently. They move different. Since my first single is Shoop, I wanted to pay homage to Salt and Pepper's video and reincarnate that bitch. Man, I feel like this is gonna go viral. This the one. Everyone was having a good time. I even watched the playback and made suggestions on angles and stuff. I know from what angle my ass is the thickest and my smile is the sexiest. I can't wait to see the edit. I got knots in my stomach just thinking about it. Now, it wasn't all perfect. One of the dancers, my little cousin, was running late, and she was the best one. Her nigga was nagging her about being so far from home. And my makeup artist was late. I ended up doing it myself, which I ain't mad at. I always like my makeup better when I do it. I'm a professional at this shit. Been doing my own makeup for moments like this. She eventually showed up and was just doing touch-ups. That hoe got paid half of what she wanted. Don't fuck with me. I'm sick of slackers, for real. I want to work with professionals. Being on time is the least you can do. The director asked me for my number, claiming he wanted to be able to communicate with me about the edit and whatnot. But that nigga was sloppy. He can definitely shoot, but his hair was greasy and he a little heavy in the waistline. I can't deal with the jiggle. I work too hard on keeping my body thick, tight, and natural. I got 10,000 squats on me. I told him, nah, contact beam. I'm not curving these niggas nicely no more. Do your job, and if I want you, I'll tell you. It's a new era. Men been in control for too long, and they done fucked shit up for us. Well, not completely. I'm being harsh. But these niggas gotta fall in line and understand. The past, present, and future been female. We birthed this bitch. Stop playing with us, especially black women. We are the soil of this earth. These niggas can't grow without us. Once we wrapped the video, we headed to a club called Funky Nuts. Bras and panties dangled from the ceiling. It was definitely a hole-in-the-wall club with a few bottle girls and dancers. But that crowd was the most lit I ever seen. I performed 3 songs from my mixtape, and as expected, Shoop was hitting. Using the sample helps too, cause they don't know me or my music. So when the hook come on and it's something they recognize, they can at least associate me with good music. And people were singing along by the time the second hook came on. What I hate most about performing is when the crowd ain't vibing with it. It's so fucking awkward. I gotta keep my hype energy and perform like I'm killing. And sometimes a bitch will be just staring at me, in my eyes, blank face and all, sipping a watered down rum and coke. It happened at the Cotton Club the other night, and I felt dumb. So I looked away and fucked with people already dancing and enjoying my style. But not at Funky Nuts. Every single person who looked bored, I gave they ass hella eye contact. And then I'd smile real big like I'm talking to them directly. I saw it happen right before my eyes. There she was, sipping, blank face. We locked eyes and I started bouncing my head, jumping on my feet and bringing that hype energy. I swear it only took like 3 bars and she was rocking her head and a smirk started to form on her face. Just made a fan out of you, ho. That's gonna be my new trick. So, after my show, I walked over to the bar to get my post-performance shot of Henny, and Bean was there, chatting shit with the producer she wanted me to work with. He's produced for all my idols, so I was excited to meet him. Bean goes, "Yo, Smokey, I want you to meet my artist, Miss Flawda." He extended his pillow-soft, fair-skinned hands, hazel green eyes sparkling at me, pearly white veneers, not too thick. My pussy was dripping on sight. He said, What's your real name, Miss Flawda? I said, I might let it slip out when I get to spitting on one of your tracks. I knew that shit turned him on. He put his hand on my waist, as thirsty men do. Did I give you permission to touch me, nigga? I liked it, though. He whispered in my ear, you fine as fuck. I'm trying to spend some private time with you. I got a weakness for producers. Something about a nigga that can provide musically just makes me want to shoot. Bean stepped in between, 'cause one day I'm gonna pay her the big bucks. And she said, we don't do unsupervised sessions. Call me if you want to link tonight. She'll have bars ready. She grabbed my hand and we walked out. I waved toodles and I threw in a kiss and a wink. We had the address to his stew before we reached the car. Bad bitch. Now, my session with him had me sick to my stomach at first, as I already expressed. I didn't expect to be nervous. I think I talked myself up a bit and was afraid I wouldn't be able to deliver. But once I got in the booth, I went crazy. I had something written, but ended up going off the cuff. It was stupid how the words were just flowing from my mind. I don't try to freestyle too much 'cause I like to be hella intentional about what I be saying. I wanted every word to make sense to me. But on some Miami ratchet shit, we just went off. The energy in the room was crazy. I could tell we had another banger. So once our session ended, Bean stepped outside to take a call while Smokey and I talked about the record. He was gassing me up, saying, you up next, Miss Flawda. You the next Trina. He suggested I move to Miami with my girls. He thinks Tampa is too slow for a girl like me. I agree. But I like being close to my family. They watch my girls. I leave the nest, I leave myself vulnerable to the fuck shit. Then he went to flexing. I take care of you and your babies. I'll help you find a place. Or you can crash with me, and we can just cook up records together and make this money. It sounded like an insane offer. It sounded like he wanted control. I don't know. 100% of nothing ain't gonna get me to the Billboard charts. I told Bean about his offer. She said we need to think on it. Either way, he sent me home with 10 beats, so I'ma go crazy on those and play it by ear from there. Maybe I'll just make more trips to Miami for now. I ain't tell Bean what else had happened. She probably wouldn't want to work with him again. Before I went to the studio, she told me, please don't fuck this guy. Producers who try to fuck they artists are slime balls. And if they fuck you once, they gon' fuck you twice. The second time, you won't get a nut, 'cause he gon' beat you to the punch and leave you nutless. She stays speaking in metaphors when she trying to prove a point. But I ain't listen. Me and Smokey was sitting side by side when she walked out, and I saw him look to see if she was gone for real. Then he goes, so where's your man? I said, home taking care of the kids. He laughed. For real? I'll never let these niggas think they the only one. They don't know how to act. He pulled my rolling chair closer to him and slid his 2 fingers up my skirt and started fingering me out of nowhere, which was wild and confusing because it felt good and I was getting turned on, but I ain't asked for this. The lines, did I ask for this? Do I even want this? I didn't see this coming even though I kinda wanted it, just not like this, started to blur in my head. A part of me wanted to cuss his ass out and be like, nigga, don't touch me until I give you fucking permission. But the beat was bumping, my voice echoing, ringing in my ears. It truly was fire, and I was on the beat like a horseback rider. I couldn't give this song up. He eventually pulled my panties down and started eating me out right there. As his face burrowed deeper and deeper into my pussy, my body froze. It's like I was out of my body. As I looked at the top of his head, I waited to see if he'd look up at me to get a glimpse of my unsavory reaction to his slimy, wet, sandpaper-textured tongue. My body tensed up, cringing my way through it. My legs started to close on their own, a sudden reaction to discomfort. But he grabbed both my knees and pulled my legs apart. He said, "No run, Miss Flawda. Take this tongue." The only time he lifted his head was to steal a glimpse of the door. Every time he looked, he got more and more excited. I saw his dick begin to rise from his pants. I think the thought of Bean walking in on us got him off. I let him keep going as long as I could, and even threw in a few moans. But I didn't know how long he planned to go on, and I was ready for him to stop. After 5 minutes or so, I pretended to come. He felt so accomplished, like he did that. He asked if he could slip his dick in right quick, and I turned him down nicely, the way niggas like, and hit him with a, "I gotta head out, but maybe next time I'm in Miami, let's link." His eyes lit up. Ugh. I really wanted to fuck him 30 minutes ago. I really did. He turned me on so badly. And now, the thrill is gone. I could tell he fucked with me heavy. And a producer who fucks with you as an artist is a rare find. But sometimes, just making music ain't enough for these niggas. I knew I had to make him feel good about himself if I wanted to walk out with the songs I just recorded. If this is the price I need to pay for now, then fuck it. I gotta get mine. Friday, March 16th, 2018, 9:15 a.m. Just took the girls to school. We had so much fun this week. Took them to the park a few times. And they both in dance classes at the church, so I stayed and watched them practice. They love when I stay for their rehearsals. They both so talented. I'm a proud mama. My cousin gonna pick them up from school 'cause I gotta perform at Deja Vu tonight. I get to perform my Shoop single, but if it's a slow night, they said I could slip in a few more tracks. I'm game. I love performing at strip clubs 'cause niggas are already ready to spend money. Energy stay on 10. Niggas be smiling at you hard from down below. And I'll be dressed to perfection for a lady ready and able to slip and slide down the pole. Might add a few of those moves to my performance. I can do the basics to get a nigga up. And when he gets hard, them pockets get soft. Bean said we gonna have to pay the DJ $25 every time he plays the song. So if he can play it like 5 or 6 times, that'd be good enough for me. That's all I got in my budget for this week. If my music can get these niggas to throw some crazy dough, they might just start playing it for free. I might need to get on this Love and Hip Hop Miami show. Some of them hoes ain't serious about the music, just the fame and the drama. Put me on and I'll quadruple the bag. I'd play it like Cardi. She handled that shit properly. And she about to drop this album. I just know she about to blow the fuck up. I got a client coming over soon, so that'll give me the money to pay these DJs. I'm just gonna hook her up with a full lace front wig. I charge $200 for that. Got 6 girls lined up for next week. If I can get a few more, I might be able to pay DJs all over Tampa to play it. That sounds a little ambitious, but I'm gonna do it. Writing it down is the first step. I'm going to send out some texts and tell my clients I'm holding a sale. My girls are good with money because they daddy pay child support on time. It ain't much, but it covers food, the light, and water bill. I cover the rent, they clothes, and they sitter. Cuzzo ain't watching them for free. Extra cash from my side hustle pay for the music shit because the music ain't making money yet. To be honest, music got me at a deficit. I got another credit card and now that shit maxed the fuck out. And I'm surprised I was able to get that one. I already got 5 maxed out cards to pay for studio time, and some of these niggas want cash. So there goes that. It's costing me more and more every time. I see how a label could be helpful, but I think independent for now is the best lane. I need creative control more than ever now. I know it'll be worth it in the long run. Wait till this mixtape comes out. The bankroll is coming. Saturday, March 17th, 2018, 4:15 p.m. Came out of pocket $200 tonight, and I'm not mad. I paid for me, Bean, and a few of my girls to get in. The DJ played my song 4 times, and the rest I gave to my crew to throw at the dancers and me while I was performing. The club went stupid, and I really think I got a hit. Gotta find a way to get it on the radio, though, so I can start making some money. I told Bean we should do a Introducing Miss Flawda tour around the state. She thought it was a great idea. I want to drop the mixtape on April 18th, so I'm thinking about the month of April. Another trip to Miami, then Fort Lauderdale, Hollywood, Orlando, St. Petersburg, Clearwater, Tallahassee, and Jacksonville. We can go from radio station to station, club to club, and get this song played one by one. It's a lot of work, but necessary. Ain't nobody else gonna do it. I'm guessing we'll need about $400 for gas, $500 for any plays I need to pay for, cause that's my priority, and $300 for the oodles and noodles McDonald's, Checkers, or Taco Bell budget. That's all these hoes getting out of me. We thugging it. So as long as no one goes to bed hungry, I don't want to hear it. Got a few more clients with the sale I put out. I'll be hustling for a few extra dollars and then we're on the road. I'm gonna have to give TT a few dollars too for watching the girls. She got a daughter herself, so she loves the company. But I want to make sure they got all they need. I don't know what I'd do without my cuz help. She used to be in the group with me and another random deadbeat friend, but she got pregnant and decided to hang it up. I got pregnant, then arrested, then decided to go solo. So here we are, trying to make $1 out of 15 cents, from group member to babysitter. Everybody has a calling if they answer. Monday, March 26th, 2018, 7:15 p.m. Today was a busy as hell day. Dropped the girls off, picked them up, and did 2 heads in between. That's $450 added to the pot. These were my 2 favorite clients. I gave them a discount, and they still paid me full price. My first client gave me a $50 tip with a note that said, "For the Miss Flawda tour." Listen, when you're an artist, you can't be afraid to tell folks. I let everyone know I was going on tour, and I don't even have venues booked. Gotta fake it till you make it. At this rate, I'll definitely have the money for this tour. Bean is on her way over, so we can game plan. 12:43 a.m. So, the tour is a go. Bean absolutely loves the idea. She agrees with all the stops I want to make, and the goal is to tour the entire month of April to push the mixtape. So here's the timeline. The tour starts on April 5th and ends April 30th. 25 days. The plan is to spend 1 to 2 days in each city, perform, and hand out copies of my mixtape. My songs are going through their final mix and mastering this week. Then the full track list will be ready for distro. Bean said she's gonna have the songs ready for Shazam too. I'm ready. Got the money, now I just gotta handle the girls. Usually I'm only gone for 2 days at a time, and on the weekends to perform. But now that I plan on being away for a few weeks, I'm gonna have to get their dad involved, which is a pain in my ass. Sad part is, he only lives like 15 minutes away from us, but he don't make much time for the girls. He's a producer too, but he ain't poppin' like that. He a play producer if you ask me. He gave me a beat for my mixtape and I used it to keep it in the family. But he don't respect me or my artistry for real, so I have to keep a distance from him. Long story short, Denzel Beats was the Flawda Girls' sole producer since we were like 16. His tag was and still is Denzel on the pussy. Beats. I thought he was always charming and brought good energy. That's why we were fucking. After I got knocked up by him twice, that made the group feel a little off balance. He naturally gravitated to the sounds I wanted and liked more. I thought I had good taste, though, and my ideas could have helped the group grow. But bitches always want to be the star when they know they're a background bitch. Beyoncé is Beyoncé, and Destiny's Child knew it from the jump. Once we all hit our 20s, it started to get murky. We weren't kids anymore, and we're all developing and growing into our own styles. Bean was the first to suggest we start working with a different producer to develop a more commercial sound. This is where I learned that a producer can be the most helpful person in your career, or the most dangerous. They're the most possessive over the song, even before the artist. Why? Because they were with it from conception. They birthed the beat, so they already feel like the song is 50% theirs. It is. I won't debate that. But they don't understand that when they relinquish that beat to me, and I put lyrics on it, it's mine. Point blank. Why? 'Cause nigga, I gotta perform the song. I gotta get on stage for the next 50 years and perform it day in and day out. It's the artist's song when it's all said and done. And producers wanna be the stars so bad. I get it. Every producer wants that Quincy Jones Thriller type influence. But every producer ain't Quincy. Trust me, Denzel ain't no Quincy. Work ethic is lackluster. He couldn't stand us having a few extra songs by other producers in rotation. He started withholding beats altogether and refusing to watch the girls while we worked with other producers. I took my babies to the studio one too many times. It's no place for kids, especially rap. I eventually broke things off with him 'cause he kept accusing me of fucking every other producer we worked with. And I truly hadn't cheated on him. Where was the time? I was in a group and there was always tons of people around. Was there flirting? Of course. Us women do that with our eyes closed to get from track 1 to 13. Flirting is the woman's way of saying, please be nice. Don't use your manly force to harm me, please. He's a dummy. They say you end up like the top 5 people you spend time with. Why would Miss Flawda surround herself with haters? Once we started working with new producers, I knew we were about to blow up. But our third band member, High Yella, got pregnant. And by whom, you might ask? Drum rolls, please. Denzel on the pussy. I believe he did it to spite me. I know he did. So, yeah, I caught a case over that one and had to do some time in jail. My cousin took the kids in for me, and Denzel went ahead and married High Yella. So, yeah, they married with 2 kids only 15 minutes away. Denzel sees the girls every other weekend, but High Yella don't want them at her house. So he comes over here and spends time with them, mostly when I'm out performing. The nigga still wants to be with me. And he knows he fucked up choosing High Yella's ass, who is now a substitute teacher. I hate to laugh, but I can't help myself. Dummies. I haven't caused no problems 'cause the $500 a month in support ain't been late not once, which I think she's paying for him. They both know I'll give his ass a 3rd strike, have his ass locked up under the jail about my girl's money. I don't fuck around. I'll starve any day, but my girls, never. I'll set they little white picket fence ablaze, in case they need the insurance money to pay me, of course. I'm not evil. She don't even know he has a track on my mixtape. Simp. Thursday, April 5th, 2018, 7:03 a.m. So, Zell agreed to watch his daughters part-time to help my cousin. He had the nerve to ask if he could skip child support since he'll be watching them more. There's plenty I could say about this nigga and his constant pursuit of a cop-out and how that's why he ain't further in life and ain't gonna get further in life, not ever. But I'ma rest my case and let him keep some of the money for the month. I told him he still needs to pay half because my cousin is still watching them half the time. Part-time fatherhood been the trend, so it's whatever. Hyella agreed to let them come over. I'll allow it as long as she don't offend my girls. Otherwise, I'm mopping the floor with her head, and that's on God. 6:10 p.m. We on the road, headed for St. Petersburg first. Only about 25 minutes away, so I got dressed at my place. It's me, Bean, and my cousins. They don't sing, but they can dance. They be on that majorette type shit, and they keep me from having to do too much. They won't be able to do the entire tour, but they gon' stick around for some of the bigger performances, especially the ones with larger stages. I hate a big-ass stage with nothing but me on it. Sounds crazy. I'm a star bitch, so I should love it. But I want visuals and graphics and a whole dance team behind me doing bad bitch shit. One day. Friday, April 6th, 2018, 1:17 a.m. Just got back to our Airbnb. I'm exhausted. Janice Live was indeed live. We had ourselves a good old time. Whole lot of white people, but they was rocking. On and off the beat and all. White people love hearing us talk nasty. Black women liberating the world, giving them bitches the gall to be free. Saturday, April 7th, 2018, 2:49 a.m. Clearing through the water, I'm Miss Flawda, where you wanna be. Pussy soaking up the sun, fuck me crazy on the beach. Bill Heimer was litty, yeah, a bitch is making her story. On the road to tally ho, please don't front like you ain't know. Couldn't go to fam, now they paying me to drop it low. Let me show you how I roll, I ain't smoking your pre-roll. You don't want no smoke, so nigga count my money at the door. Wrap that pony around my hand and drag your ass across the floor. Sunday, April 8th, 2018, 2:25 a.m. Piss, hot coochie, and cigarettes was the scent that punched me in the nose soon as I walked through the doors. Sticky floors, dancers with ass shots galore. Pinkalicious Tease was a crazy as fuck, hole-in-the-wall place to be. I don't intend on ever going back. Ever. Only been to Jacksonville once, and I didn't stay for long. Came here as a kid with my mom and dad. They used to sling out this way pretty heavy. I'd just sit in the car while they went inside some shady trap house to make a deal. Then we'd head right back to Tampa. Paid the DJ $100 to spin my song like 4 times before I got on stage. It helped. By the time I got on stage to perform, the crowd was hella excited to see a live performance of a song dancers was just spreading ass cheeks to. My performance was mostly great. I could tell people were feeling the track. But there's always a nigga willing to cross your boundaries. Dropped it low on stage and a slimy-fingered nigga tried to touch my pussy. I stood up and put my 6-inch platform right on his greasy, wrinkled forehead. Weirdo threw $200 at me and screamed, I love you, Miss Flawda. Flawda. Flawda niggas be weird sometimes, so I let it slide. One of the many highs and lows of this business, I guess. We got to keep the money thrown at us. $350. I ain't mad at that. More studio time. Monday, April 9th, 2018, 5:45 a.m. I'm used to the backwards ass, country ass, off the wall ass people in Florida. Or at least I thought I was. Next time, we just gonna skip Gainesville, 'cause I ain't got time to be held up on no case. Risque Cabaret started as a vibe. We had the place jumping. Dancers were bare pussy clit dangling kinda naked. And honestly, none of them were bad bitches, but they all brought a little something extra to their performance, which was cool to see, I guess. These women were on some other shit. One chick sat down on the edge of the stage, spread her legs, and put a grape Swisher Sweets Black and Mild in her pussy. Another girl came up between her legs, lit it up, pulled it out, then smoked it, then got her lips close enough to the dancer's lips to blow the smoke up her vajayjay. I was a little tipsy, but I know what I saw. So I'm performing my last set, and the room is semi-full. I'm gonna say it was about 25 people in there. I don't trip over a small audience. I don't take the opportunity to make a fan for granted. And apparently, I did just that. I'ma blame it on my song and not the goose. I stepped down from the stage to get closer to each and every person. I wanted them to be able to see and feel me up close and personal. I made my way around the club, the mic in my hand, and then I saw two people in the corner. A scrawny stripper with face and neck tattoos and some random bug-eyed nigga with cornrows. I thought they were just slow grinding to the song. But then as I got closer and closer, I realized they were fucking. Like dick to coochie fucking. I accidentally said on the mic, "And you raw dogging? Don't forget to pull out." I guess I blew they cover 'cause a man from across the room heard me and looked over and said, "Karen, what the fuck?" Apparently, he was her nigga. Or her pimp. Who knows? But as I made my way back to the stage, he made his way to the corner, and a fight popped off. He grabbed the guy and started punching him in the face repeatedly. "That's my bitch. If you want to fuck, you got to pay the price." Then the man starts choking and crying, "I don't have no money. She gave it up for free." The girl steps back. "He's my friend from high school, baby. We just got carried away. Just let him go." The pimp pulls out a pocket knife and legit stabs the man in the leg. "You got 24 hours to get me my money or I'm coming for your dick." Mr. Pimp rummages through the man's pockets as the weakest security in all the world came trotting their way over. They see the man fall to the ground screaming, "Call an ambulance, he stabbed me." The whole room erupts and people start to run for the door. Another security guard, trying to do his job now, stands before the door and says that they called the police and no one can leave until an investigation takes place. At this point, my song is still playing, and I've officially stopped performing. Bean rushes to the stage. "Girl, let's go." She grabbed my hand and we made our way to the door. Security said, "Sorry, can't let you out." I said, "The fuck you can't? We ain't have nothing to do with this. You saw me on stage." He goes, "And you were the first witness to see how this all started. We're gonna need a statement." I don't need to be talking to the police. With my record, I gotta stay clear of the feds at all costs. Long story short, we had to stick around. The chef was kind enough to make us all hot wings on the house. So we drank and ate until the cops came. I gave my statement, and luckily, they said I could go. 1:16 p.m. Bean got me a few sessions with Smokey for when we touch Miami. He just sent me a few more beats, so I'ma use the car rides to cook up some bars. Friday, April 13th, 2018, 7:47 a.m. This tour just started and was already taking a turn for the worse. And Orlando definitely tried to put the nail in the coffin. We went to Daytona and New Smyrna Beach. We ain't have no gigs there, but did a little bar and club hopping and got my song played. Didn't make no money, but Bean thought we should at least swing by there. Orlando, Orlando, Orlando. I don't know where to begin. First off, I love Disney. I still ain't got the chance to take the girls. I still plan on it. This summer would have been nice. But now I feel like I just need to skip Disney World and head for Disneyland. This shit is for the fucking birds. So I got to perform at the House of Blues, which should have been the highlight of my career so far. A few people in the audience were singing along to Shoop, which almost made me cry on stage. This was the first night this many people recognized me at once. I took hella selfies with fans and it felt like I was finally getting traction. I opened for the group Bad and Black Baddies. They kind of remind me of what the Flawda Girls could have been. They've got a couple of hits and 1 million followers on the gram. They was rocking with my performance and posted me on their page, which was a huge plug. I hit 250,000 followers after last night's performance. So, if everything sounds great, how did me, Bean, my 2 dancer cousins, and the entire Waffle House end the night being robbed at gunpoint? The nightlife ain't for the faint of heart. After tonight, I feel like this tour might be over. We sat down, gave them our order, ate, and shared stories back and forth about how crazy fun the night was. We were loud, so maybe a few people heard us. Some niggas had to be plotting against us, 'cause one of the robbers mentioned me by name. The fuck? Bean went to the line to pay for us. 3 people, one was a girl for sure, 'cause I could see her nails were done, came through the doors wearing ski masks. Everybody shut the fuck up and pull out your wallets. Throw them in the middle of the floor. Everyone listened except me. I tried to play it low-key, but the nigga spotted me and said, "You too, Miss Flawda? I know you got that bank. Great show tonight, by the way. You was lit. Now cough it up." I ain't listen, so he grabbed my purse and took the $1,000 I had left to my name. We wasn't about to wait for the cops this time. Once they left, we hopped in the car and argued about just going back to Tampa. We only had enough for gas at that point. My stomach was in knots because I'm supposed to perform in Boca at this little college's Greek life step show. This was gonna be big for me to perform for the black fraternities and sororities. They got reach all over the world. I sat in the car, crying like a fucking baby. I ain't cried since I gave birth to my baby with no epidural. I couldn't keep myself calm. I felt like I was having a panic attack. Thick snot filled my nose and heavy tears fell to my mouth. I was drowning, literally. I couldn't breathe. Bean stepped out of the car, called Smokey and told him we were gonna come to Miami some other time. She told him we got robbed, and he immediately offered to pay for the rest of our tour. The girls didn't want to stick around no more. They'd had enough. They helped me for a few shows, but they were feeling like dead weight anyway, so they catching the bus back. Bean put Smokey on speakerphone. "Nah, man, y'all can't skip Miami. I'm gonna send y'all whatever amount y'all need. And when you come Y'all can crash at my place. I got 5 bedrooms. It's nothing. He told her to download Cash App and sent us $2,000. I hate to take his money, but I need to finish this tour. I know I'm gonna have to owe this nigga. I don't even want to think about it right now. Saturday, April 14th, 2018, 1:09 p.m. Boca was tight. I wish I had better energy when I showed up. I was just so depressed on the inside. I still gave 100% on the stage and was able to find a few dancers from the school who fucked with my music. It was dope. I was so happy the dancers knew my song. Funny enough, just a few days prior, I reposted a dancing video they did to my song on my socials. They did it just for fun, just to help promote that I was coming. So I asked them if they wanted to do that same routine for me. A video of us getting robbed at Waffle House is going viral on the internet. Bean said that the cops might be able to subpoena us because we fled the scene. I'm fucking sick. Just got off FaceTime with my babies, and I started crying on the phone. Denzel called me, asking me if I was okay. I was so pissed that he told the girls I was in trouble. Soon as I saw their cute faces, my eldest said, "Mommy, I miss you. Mommy, I miss you. Are you okay? Can we come see you? We'll protect you." I tried to speak, but my chest grew tight, and I tried to say I was okay, but I wasn't. Again, a crying, sobbing mess. Then they both started screaming and crying, "We want Mommy," which took me the fuck out. Denzel grabbed the phone. "You can't be crying like that in front of them, Keysha." Embarrassing. Tuesday, April 17th, 2018, 4:15 p.m. My mixtape and the shoot video is releasing at midnight. After notes on notes on notes, the video is presentable. Not perfect, but it won't embarrass me. I feel like I've been on autopilot, posting on social media like crazy. I wish I felt more excited. This is a huge moment for me to put this video out. I'm anxious to know how people gonna feel about it. Smokey said he's gonna throw a party tonight and invite everyone he know that might be good for me to meet. He already making calls. We've been at Smokey's place for a few days now. Somewhere in Opalaka. He definitely living like he tricked Daddy or something. I haven't had much energy to write or record, but I'm gonna talk to him today about getting in the studio. I've never had a studio in the same house I was living in, so I can't miss out on an opportunity to eat, shit, sleep, record, and repeat. I have a few appearances lined up this weekend, so I need to get my mind right. I hate this. I can't believe I'm letting that janky-ass robbery fuck with my energy. I'll find a way to loosen up. I'm gonna sit and listen to the final mix in a bit. Was supposed to do that 2 days ago, but I get sick to my stomach every time I get ready to press play. I know it's good. I love all the songs, but something about hearing the final mix is nerve-wracking. 1, because it won't be perfect no matter what, and 2, I'm a perfectionist when it comes to the sound. So, yeah. Would it be crazy if I told Bean I listened and approved? At this point, no changes can be made anyway. Speaking of the devil, she texted me. "I heard the final mix. It's gold. Please listen ASAP. If you don't, I'm dropping with or without your approval." She might have to. I trust her opinion. Wednesday, April 18th, 2018, 12:57 p.m. I ain't gonna lie. Smokey almost burned the place down for me last night. Everybody who was somebody was in attendance. It was the realest shit a nigga has ever done for me. He had a chef come and that lady threw down. She pretty much made a Thanksgiving dinner for the house. About 50 people showed up. Producers, songwriters, artists, musicians, and just regular old fans. Some of my Miami favorites were in attendance, like Trina, Trick Daddy, and the City Girls. Some of the love and hip-hop stars were in the building. It was lit. At first, I wasn't feeling it. I hid away in the studio. Once midnight hit, the song was available on all platforms. Smokey quieted the house to make an announcement and made Bean come get me from the studio. He vouched for me in front of everyone and said that I'm up next. Sit back and relax, cause we going track for track. Get you some drink, get you some dank, cause it's a party, motherfuckers. He announced as everyone raised their glasses. To Miss Flawda, he chimed, and everyone went with it. That's what a cosign does. Have niggas who barely know you just going with it. The DJ started spinning track 1, and I felt like I was gonna shit myself. I still hadn't listened to it. I hung out and mingled with a few people, but no one important wanted to talk to me. Felt like they really just wanted to be next in line to get a song with Smokey. Once I caught the memo, I took my ass back to the studio. I just sat in there alone, playing beats, but the lyrics weren't coming to my head. I could still hear my music blasting through the walls, and it sounded like everyone was having a good time. That brings me to an unexpected nightcap. Once the party started slowing down, Smokey came crashing in. Why you ain't upstairs celebrating? Everybody want to see you. Sulking, I told him. I think they here for you. But it's cool, I'm just chilling. He lectured. They just finished listening to the album and now they going crazy. What's wrong with you? I took offense. Fuck you mean, what's wrong with me? He came closer to me and got eye to eye. Whatever's bothering you, let that shit go. That robbery, the money, let it go. I know you feeling helpless and you not comfortable with all this help, but I believe in you. Bean believes in you. And the people upstairs believe too. Especially after that Shoot record. I'm mad my record ain't the favorite. But that's a testament to your artistry. I broke down crying. I hate fucking crying in front of niggas cause all they wanna do is try and stop the tears and they don't always know how the fuck to do that. This nigga wiped away my tears and started kissing me. I let him. I wasn't sure what else was gonna ease the pain. He said, let me cheer you up. He pushed me back on the couch, got down on his knees, lifted up my skirt and slid my panties to the side. Let me make it better, he said softly as his lips touched mine. I was numb for the first few minutes, but he was just getting warmed up. From the front, from the back, from the side, upside down. I don't know what the fuck to say. He never once tried to put the dick in. Best head I've ever had. And maybe I had a lot of pent-up energy because I came hard. Like full throttle coming. Like I gave birth to that orgasm. We never made it back to the party. And I felt better. I haven't slept yet. So I'm about to catch some Z's. 6:35 p.m. Bean tackled me in my sleep. Keysha, the shoot video has 500,000 views, girl. Look at these comments. She pushed the phone to my face. Still blurry-eyed, trying to wake up, I squinted, trying to read the reviews. They were mostly very positive. I feel ready to get back mentally. Thursday, April 19th, 2018. 4:15 p.m. Bean said we're going to live tonight. She doubts I'll be able to perform, but Smokey'll definitely be able to get my song spun a couple times. I'ma go for the vibes and try to mingle with people. Gonna take Smokey's advice and open myself up. I don't gotta be best friends with people to network. I'm not for everyone. I'm a type A bitch, so if these hoes step to me, they better come correct. Unless it's the City Girls. I'll bow down for a feature any day. Or Trina. I think the robbery really got me a little shook because now I don't feel safe around people I don't know. I feel like I have a target on my back. I feel like everyone's watching me. I was hesitant to post on social media in real time because I felt like a nigga was gonna pull up on me and start something. I'ma need security sooner than I thought. One buff nigga will do. Smokey's a big nigga, so he feels safe to travel with. But when it's just me and Bean, that shit ain't safe. I can't get a licensed gun because of my record. I got one, but I ain't trying to fire that bitch. Sometimes I wish I had a dick. Being a woman make niggas think they can try you at a moment's notice. Weak shit. Friday, April 20th, 2018, 12:14 p.m. Liv was straight. Smokey got a few songs played. We went club hopping after and just focused on getting the music played. He paid every DJ to play the songs we did together. I'm trying to push Shoop more, but he's paying, so he chooses, I guess. He said he could get me a couple of paid gigs, too. I'ma let him and Bean figure that out. Sunday, April 22nd, 2018, 3:21 p.m. Turns out I'm headed back to Tampa on some bullshit. I'm not gonna lose my cool because I'm already at risk. I'm just gonna pull up, grab my girls, and go. Done. High Yella put her fucking hands on my daughter. My baby FaceTimed me crying, begging me to come pick her up. Apparently her dad was at work and left her home with his bitch and they stupid dumb bastard kids. My baby says she was playing with a toy and her jit-ass, badass, ugly-ass, walking with a limp-ass half-younger brother who they ain't raising right took the toy and said, "My turn now." Without asking, I teach my girls to be polite, so she told him politely, like I taught her, "I'm not done with it yet. Please wait your turn." But he snatched it from her anyway. So my baby snatched it back, 'cause I told her not to let nobody bully her. I always say, stand up for yourself and your sister always. My baby told me, "Miss Yella came up to me and popped me 3 times really hard on my thigh." First of all, I don't even spank my girls, 'cause there is no fucking need, and because I know how to have a fucking conversation. Second of all, don't fucking hit my child. Are you fucking dumb, ho? Boundaries have been crossed, but I promise I'm not gonna kill this bitch. Smokey offered to drive me all the way to Tampa to pick them up. They spending the rest of the tour with me. Point blank, period. I'm not fucking around. 11:27 p.m. And just like that, we headed back. I gotta admit that it's been a breath of fresh air to have a nigga that can just take care of things. I say I'm in trouble and need help, and he comes to the rescue. Good help is hard to find. I'm in the back seat, cuddled up with my babies. I'm not leaving them again. Smokey petty like me, and I like it. Denzel tried to stop us from leaving, saying Yella should be able to discipline the girls. The fuck she should. Smokey gave him $300 and said, "This is for caring for your girls." I got it from here. It turned me on. Ain't gonna lie. Monday, April 23rd, 2018, 5:31 p.m. Got back late this morning. My girls went crazy when they saw the house. Bigger than anything they ever seen in real life, for sure. Smokey got joint custody of his 4 kids, but they mostly be with their mom. So the girls are crashing in his kids' bedroom. They love it. Can't wait to get bedrooms like that for them one day. 11:40 p.m. Just put the girls to sleep. Gonna be up pretty late in the studio. Smokey said he wants to work closely with me on my first album. He said he can help me craft a unique sound at no cost to me. We just do the splits accordingly. He thinks me, Bean, and the girls should stick around for the summer and make money together. It ain't a bad idea. Ain't shit in Tampa waiting for us. I know how possessive producers can get, and we've already started entangling a bit. Deep down in my gut, something tells me I can't trust this nigga as far as I can throw his ass. But I think I need to work with him to at least see my career to the next phase, if only just for one album. Better the devil you know than the devil you don't. Tuesday, April 24th, 2018, 2:38 a.m. Bean said the price went up, nigga. 50 on the hot 100, nigga. Eat it till the sun come up, nigga. Then get back to the work, nigga. Bitches gon' hate me now, triggered, cause I got a different type of vigor. Caught us in public, but try that shit privately. My finger already on the trigger. Big old freak. Who, me? Ooh, wee, boy, please. I wanna ride down 95, so pass me the Mercedes keys. Oh, you thought this pussy was free? Nigga, shut up and get on your knees. Silly hoe, you can't fuck with me. Thirsty hoe in this Flawda heat. You can't join me, I'm out of reach. Can't keep up, no, I can't be beat. Saturday, April 28th, 2018, 10:51 a.m. Never been to Key West. It's feeling like a ghost town, but I could get used to this tropical feel. I could see myself retiring in a place like this, if I saw myself retiring. Still haven't decided yet. Sometimes you're just forced to. I hope it never comes to that, but if it does, I want a cottage on the beach like the one we staying at. We so close to the water. I dreamt of floating in the deep sea 2 nights in a row. The first time, it was bright and sunny, and the sky was the prettiest blue. Not a single cloud in the sky. The second time, the sky was deep blue, and the stars were sparkling, and the moon was full and close. I was floating with the waves like I was in a waterbed. I always wonder if dreams mean anything. I haven't had many that I can remember, but this one I remember like a movie. I remember thinking, wow, the sky and the sea are the same color. Something about that thought felt calming. The girls love it here. I woke up this morning and they were already in the sand running around with Smokey. Bean was watching from afar. She knows I don't like my girls around random niggas unsupervised. Smokey owns a studio here and lets his producing partner, Zeus, use it most of the time. He was so excited to introduce me to him. He thinks that he'll help me create a fresh vibe for the album. He played a few songs of his for me, and they're dope. I just don't know if they're for me. I'm always willing to try it out, so we'll see. We're getting in the studio tonight. Sunday, April 29th, 2018, 3:45 p.m. So, Zeus is pretty dope. We recorded 3 songs last night, and they were all different but so fun to lay down. Last night's session really opened my eyes to Smokey's lifestyle a lot more, and I don't know how comfortable I feel with it. I smoke weed and I drink liquor. That's it. I don't do lean, I don't do blow, and I don't do pills. My mom and daddy both in jail right now for that shit. They been in prison since I was 14, and they ain't getting out no time soon. Probably not till I'm like 40-something. They caught bodies over pushing that shit. But that's another story I don't want to tell. Long story short, that shit ruined my childhood, and I ain't gonna let it ruin my kids' lives. So, when Zeus pulled out that white girl and asked me if I wanted some, I was annoyed when Smokey said, "It's safe. We got that good shit." I declined politely and without trying to judge with my face, 'cause I can do that sometimes. Nah, I'm good with the weed. I ain't here to offend nobody, but I ain't trying to be around fiends. I know that's how the industry is, but nah. But then a thought crossed my mind. Looking at the joint in my hand, my heart started beating fast. Ain't no fucking way, I asked. Is this shit laced? Smokey looked to Zeus, and Zeus looked to me reassuringly. Nah, I don't think so. What does that even mean, nigga? That shit was definitely laced. I was so pissed. I cussed both they asses out. I lost my cool. How the fuck could you pass around a laced blunt and not tell me? Who the fuck does that? 15 minutes later, my heart was speeding at a dangerous rate. I was sweating out my clothes and I kept thinking that my daughters were in danger. I was in danger, Smokey told me. Calm the fuck down. You having a bad trip because you thinking negatively. Relax. I screamed, I don't want to fucking relax. Where my kids at? He assured me. They would be. back in a few weeks, but wants me to focus on the shows I have coming up. And she told Smokey to dead all the weirdo energy because we need to be recording 3 to 4 songs a day. She wants 20 to 30 tracks when she gets back. Saturday, May 26th, 2018, 11:55 p.m. Zeus came by. He and Smokey were in the studio working on some music. He spoke when he came in, but I know a fake hey when I see one. My youngest is the least problematic and the most like me. She was dancing with me and helping me cook. My eldest said she wanted some candy before dinner, and I told her she had to wait till after dinner. Her little hard-headed ass went behind my back and snuck into Smokey's studio, hoping he would give her candy. When he found out the girls were coming, he bought a big-ass bowl of strawberry candy that he keeps on the table in his studio. Me and my little one was finishing dinner, dancing, and practicing my raps to instrumentals when my big girl approached me, hands quivering, with the fucking strawberry candy in her hand. I yelled, "Girl, didn't I tell you not?" She put her finger over her mouth. "Shh, Mommy, come here." She grabbed my hand with her tiny little fingers, pulled me into her bedroom, locked the door behind her, pulled me into her closet, and shut the door. I was like, "You got a big secret, huh? Is it the candy you got that I said you couldn't have?" I was upset with her, but all the secrecy made me nervous. My heart was beating so fast. I thought she was gonna tell me Smokey or Zeus touched her or maybe spanked her for taking candy. I felt my palms sweating. I thought of what weapon I would use. It went from knife to gun to rat poison. I got an unregistered Glock in my purse. I will use that bitch. If any of these niggas touched her, it's a cold motherfucking case. She goes, "Mommy, I saw something really, really bad." I said, "What did you see, baby? You can tell me anything." She said, "I saw Mr. Smokey licking that other man's private parts." I said, "You saw what?" I knew what she said, and I didn't want her to repeat it, but I needed her to. She said, "Your friend, Smokey, was licking his friend's pee-pee. I saw it. It was brown and long and hard, and he was licking it like a lollipop." God fucking help me. I'm writing to keep me from doing something stupid. But I gotta say something. Friday, June 1st, 2018, 1:54 p.m. Life is a bitch. You can't trust these niggas. It's official. Trying to remember that day Smokey was sucking dick only makes me see red. I locked my girls in their room, then went down to the studio to see for myself. And there he was, on his fucking knees again. He loved being on his fucking knees. We locked eyes, and he jumped up. I said, "So you suck dick too, nigga?" He responded, wiping his fucking lips. "Chill out. It's not what you think." I said, "I think you're sick as fuck, fucking gay-ass nigga." He ran up on me and grabbed me by the arms, squeezing tightly. "Look, bitch, I'm sick of you acting like you got the queen pussy around here. Ungrateful bitch. I want you and them bastards out of my house. Now." I started throwing punches. Nigga, get your fucking hands off me. Then he reaches for my neck like he's ready to kill me. Zeus screams, promise you won't tell and he'll let you go, please. Kicking and screaming, I said, fuck you. And then I blacked the fuck out. Been out of jail for a few days now. Got arrested straight from the hospital. Savages. Bean was there with my girls and a camera crew filming me on release day. She's a ride-or-die bitch. She promised never to leave my side again. I believe her ass too. And I said sorry 1,000,000 times to my babies. They were so happy to see me. That nigga Smokey is still in jail. He had too much cocaine in his possession when my baby girl called the cops. I feel sick. I put them in this shit. But I'm glad they saw their mama fight and defend herself. I'm out on bail, so I still gotta go to court because they found cocaine and weed in my system. Luckily, they ain't found my gun. I can't find that shit either. Maybe it's for the best. Bean said I might only have to do AA classes and random drug tests from my probation officer, which is crazy as fuck because I ain't no fucking addict. But whatever. I'm out. I'm alive. And I'm back on my grind. I don't know where we're headed next, but it sure ain't Tampa, and it ain't Miami. I'm shooting a quick video in Liberty City for my bonus single, Smoke Down Low. But then, we out this bitch. Mama used to say, make sure these niggas leave you with more than just a wet ass. Oh, and Shoop just hit #1 on the Hot 100. I knew it. We lit in this bitch. Thank you for listening to an almost entirely untrue short story from Flawda Girls Diaries.